Friday on Melrose Mountain, higher ground, Tryon, North Carolina. Recently, I saw a post by a religious leader about the fact that we ought to be looking at the sky. And over the last year or so, we've had 4 blood moons, and that we ought to be looking at the scriptures about blood moons. Well, I'm not so sure I agree with that. Certainly the scriptures talk about the moon turning to blood. I'm not sure that's exactly what we've been seeing in the sky in the last 4 or 5 times. But nevertheless, that's the subject I want to speak to you today about. I want to speak to you about horoscopes, readings. I want to talk to you about Ouija boards and things of that nature, because the scripture does have a lot to say about those things. As a matter of fact, I was going back and looking at a message I preached years ago from Jeremiah 10:1, and then following through to about verse 14. I titled the message, "Don't Trust the Stars, Only the One Who Made Them." And I think that's exactly what you need to do. I just for fun, and I realize it's dangerous because you can start to take too much credence, but I went with a very skeptical and very jaundiced eye towards the horoscopes, if you will, for myself. So I looked under Leo, which I am, according to those that believe in that junk. July the 23rd through August the 22nd. I'm Leo the Lion, sign of fire, ruled by the sun. And then just for fun, I went to look to see about Lois, because Lois was born in the July time frame also, but at the beginning of July, and falls under a different sign, and hers was Cancer, and she's ruled by water. And she has the sign, instead of a lion, she's a crab. Don't tell her I said that. In any case, I looked to see what it said about Leo the Lion, and I'm an in-charge type of person. Most people wouldn't argue with that. Regal and relaxed, I'm not sure about that. Love is king. Well, I certainly love being loved, and I love to love. I think you'll find that in almost any horoscope or any of these things, there's going to be things that are going to make you feel good about yourself, things that are positive and that you'll enjoy reading, and then an awful lot of general stuff that you'll find a piece or two that might fit your life. Under the Chinese signs, I'm the horse. That's based on not just day and month of birth, but that's also based on year of birth. And as a horse, I'm a cautious person, that I'm one that would be very cautious about going into confrontations. And those, again, terms that were used in the Chinese approach to this whole thing could be applied to anybody. What does God say? God says in Jeremiah 10:1, listen. Yeah. Now that's a good thing to start with. Always listen to God. And he says, don't follow the things of the sky, the heavens. Don't follow things of images. They're of no value. They're worthless. They may be carved with great skill, laden with valuable silver, but they're absolutely worthless. And he goes on and says, be sure you look to the real God, the living God, the one that there's none like you, Lord. And don't follow the stupid delusions. In verses 8 and 9 it says, the true living God, the everlasting God, is the one that we ought to be looking to. He made the heavens. He stretched out the earth and stretched out the heavens. And it says that the molten images and graven images are deceitful, worthless. They don't have legs. They don't have eyes. They're not living. But we have a living God. And so, again, I would say to you that the title of my message for this particular section of Scripture is absolutely correct. Don't trust the stars, only the one who made them. For he is a living God. He stretched out the heavens above us. He's the true God, the living God, and the everlasting God. Went back to the very beginning of what I looked at, and I saw that the general description for Leos, for July 23rd through August 22nd was right in one point. Because it says it's ruled by the sun. Now, the one thing they did is they spelled it wrong. They spelled it S-U-N, and I'm ruled by the sun, S-O-N. That's your thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day.